Step 1 is to flip the topmost horizontal light switch on, which is located by the door. Then open the blinds. Next, you turn the computer monitors on by pressing the power button on the lower right corner of the monitor. The power button should glow blue if it is on. Then, using the left mouse, open up Adobe Edition 1.5 on the left computer monitor. It's the middle icon on the desktop, not on the toolbar. It looks like a speaker with a blue and yellow shield next to it. Double-click to open and press Yes when prompted. Then head over to the top bar where it says Adobe Edition, click down on it, hold it, and flick it to the left side of the screen. Next, open up Audacity, which is the blue headphones with the yellow wavelength. It will open up on the right side of the screen once you click on it. Go to the bottom left of the screen and press the red faint circular button. This is the record button. Press OK to start recording. Note, you may want to wait until moments before you start your broadcast to hit the record button and press OK, or you may end up with minutes of silence. Also make sure to hit the record button on Audacity. It's the same icon but slightly larger. This will be your backup. The radio board has 4 channels: 1, 2, 3, and phone. Channel 1 is the channel that sends to the radio. Channels 2 and 3 are for internal use, such as playback of audio, and channel 4 can be used for playback, but more importantly, for recording to the computer. In order to go live and record to the computer, the mics must be set to both channels 1 and phone. Set board mic and guest mic to channels 1 and phone. If the buttons above each fader are lit in orange, then that channel is selected for that fader. For instance, if 1 and phone are for board mic, then board mic is set to channels 1 and phone, and will send audio to both. Next, make sure DAD 1 is set to channel 1 and only channel 1. Otherwise, you may record music over your speech. The 4 channel buttons on the right of the board allow you to switch between what channel is being played over the monitors and the headphones. Check to make sure when you're broadcasting that only the mics are audible on channels 1 and phone, and when you're done or on break, that the DAD 1 is audible on channel 1. Put on your headphones and make sure your guest does the same. This is crucial as you both need to be aware of what your audio levels sound like on the air and going to the computer. Make sure the volume on your headphones is turned on. To adjust the volume levels, go to the knobs on the bottom right of the board. The knob on the left labeled Monitors controls the speaker's volume, and the knob on the right labeled Headphones controls the headphones volume. The levels of each are visible on the little screen located directly above the knobs. When you adjust the volume, it will show up here. Now, after following the steps above, and only after following the steps above, are you ready to broadcast on the air. Turn the board mic and guest mic from off to on. If your guest is not there yet, only turn on the board mic at this point. You can turn on the guest mic when the guests arrive. Next, we're going to crossfade the DAD 1, which is the music channel, and the mics. At the same time, steadily fade DAD 1 down to infinity and board mic and guest mic up to -10. If done correctly, you should no longer hear any music and you should be able to hear yourself in your headphones. Note, once the mics are turned on, regardless of the volume, the monitors turn off to prevent feedback. Volume in the headphones will continue. When you want to take a break or end the broadcast, crossfade the mics and the DAD 1 so that this time the mics are at infinity and the DAD 1 is at -10. Then switch both the board mic and guest mic from on to off. Repeat steps 2 through 5 as needed, Otherwise, if the broadcast has concluded, proceed to the next section. For playback, you're going to want to use the multi-port to check to make sure the audio for the broadcast is okay before you save. So first, no matter the order, you can turn on the multi-port to on position. Then, you can assign the multi-port to channel 3 up here at the top. Multi-port is to the left of DAD1. Also bring the volume up to -10, which is a thick bar. Lastly, make sure the channel selection is set to 3 so that we can hear the multi-port, and make sure the volume is turned up so we can hear it as well. Also make sure the mics are off. To stop recording, and do this after the show concludes, not during breaks, either press the green square button on the bottom left screen or press the spacebar on the left keyboard. Also stop the recording on Audacity by clicking the yellow square button or hitting the spacebar on the right keyboard. At the end of the broadcast and after you've stopped recording, you want to play back audio on Audition to make sure it's okay. Click the button with the line and triangle facing left to go back to the beginning, then hit play. If the audio is corrupted by Audition, follow the next steps on Audacity, which is on the right, not Audition, which is on the left. If not, then proceed with the following steps on Audition as normal. To save the recording, go to File in the top left, then Save As. Under Save In, select the Producers folder, then scroll down to the WJOP Morning Show folder and select it. Then double-click on Unedited. Title your recording in the File Name section in the following format: Morning Show on WJOP with your name, the year, month, date, and guest name. Once named, click Save and wait for the file to complete saving. Make sure that DAD1 is set to on, and its fader should be at -10. The orange light should be lit. Check to see if you can hear any music on channel 1, and if not, make sure the monitors and/or the headphone volume is turned up. Make sure the board mic and guest mic are set to off and their faders are set to infinity. You should not be able to hear anything from the mics on channel 1 now. If all of this is completed and satisfactory, then the broadcast is complete.